Well, boys and girls, down here at Dungeness, and if that ain't cod weather, oh, I don't know what is. It's taking the beach away, the storm. Down there, it's like a sheer drop. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Well, let's get the gear set up and see if we can find one or two. Well, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back. As you can see, I'm in the van. Let me just... That big building over there you can see in the distance, that is Dungeness Power Station. Hold on. Oh, it's not really doing it any justice. It is awful out there. Absolutely awful. It's blowing something like 35, 40 mile an hour gusts. Southwest west wind. It's pissing hard rain, and I'm getting out in a minute. I'm going to go fishing in it. There's no one else on the beach. There's no other cars here apart from this car next to me, which is my bait digger, Darren. He's just given me 3 score blacks. This was a very spur of the moment trip. Like last night, I had messaged Darren about some bait earlier on in the week, and it's been hard work this week because of the cold weather and the wind. And then he messaged me telling me he had 3 score. So I was like, right, I'll be down. Yeah. It's honestly awful. I am going to give it 10 minutes and let this bit of rain pass. In fact, what is... Oh, you've all seen my passcode now, it is what it is. Let's see whether... So this location... Oh, it's more straight westerly, but the rain is going to stop, which is what we want. But that, even still, that is like fishing a storm. Anyway, I suppose I'll bring this back when I actually pluck up the courage to get out of the van and get on the beach. In a bit. Right then, boys and girls, we are set up and on our way. There might well be some wind noise today, and if there is, I'm very sorry. As you can see, the conditions are not great. Oh, another eye just ripped off the rod, lovely. Oh. Right guys, I'll bring you back when I get up on the beach. I'm going to head a bit further east today, be a bit further round the point away from the wind, and hopefully it'll be more off our backs. So I'll see you then. Well everyone, first rod set up, 2 black lug, squash down, 5/0 pennels on a pulley pennel rig, 7oz lead, and we're going to chuck it out. And look at this. Yes, this is unbelievable. I ain't fishing nothing like this for a long time, not down here anyway. The weather's cleared up now. I say the weather, the rain seems to have cleared up. It's I've managed to get my bivvy set up. There's loads of birds working as well in the surf, which means there's probably plenty of bait out there. But I think that'll wash up on the next tide. So if you are watching this, because this video is going to go out tonight, Sunday, if you can get down to Dungeness tomorrow, Monday, I think it's the 22nd or the 23rd of November, there'll be a chance there might be a bit of bait washed up on the beach. I'm not even casting that far today, just lobbing it into the surf, because that is where I reckon all the fish will be. The tide is still coming in. High water's at 12:15, and it's about 20 past 11. So again, I'm fishing totally the wrong time of the tide to what I normally would as well. But we're out here, we're giving it a go, flying the flag. We'll see what happens. I'll bring this back hopefully to some fish and not whiting. Right then, I'm all set up guys. I've got a pulley on one and I've got a loop rig on the other, just to see if there's any dabs. I'm going to obviously catch whiting on that rig, I'm pretty certain of it. But I'm hoping there might be a few dabs about. We shall see. I'm watching the fella down there to my left who's, I don't know if you can see him, hang on. He's, I don't know if you can see that fella down there next to the boat. He's held up, he's sitting under the boat for cover. And all I'm seeing him do at the minute is get stopped by loads of weed. I haven't seen him really any fishing yet, but hopefully there's something out there. I mean, if there's not a cod in that water, there never will be. It is like the ideal, perfect, stunning conditions. 20 years ago, you'd have been tripping over them. Gutting, innit? Right, the next time I bring you back will be for a fish, I promise. Weed and whiting, lovely. First chuck. Somewhere down there on the beach here is a whiting. Oh, I hate weed. What might happen today, we might have a couple of chucks with this little rig, see if we can find a dab. If nothing happens after the first 2 or 3 chucks, dab wise, then we might end up with a bigger rig and we'll drop these whiting on. But like, if you watched my video from down the river the other day, the whiting were 3 times the size of this. They were sort of worth catching. But them little ones really ain't. I'm not putting no fresh bait on this one. I'm just going to clip the lead back up and send it back out there. Someone asked in my last video what the rig was I was clipping up. This is that rig. It's a loop rig. I don't need to have these beads on it today, but I've got none made up without beads. But I have heard that Gavin might be coming down from Gavman, who makes my rigs. So you never know. He might have a couple in his box up and nick. I'm not casting fast today at all. I'm not even trying to. Because, again, all the food, it's been stirred up by this storm. It's going to be at the bottom of the shelf in the gutter, and I'd lay a score on it that is where the fish will be. So, yeah. Well, while I've got you, let's reel this one in because it's been out there since I got here, and it's probably got a load of weed on it if there's no fish. But this has got 5 O's. It doesn't feel that heavy, doesn't feel like there's any fish. Or if there was, there ain't any more. No, if it's been clouted by that. Oh, there is. There is a micro whiting on the 5/0 hooks, so what might have to happen is we'll get them big ones out that I used for conger on the last trip. I might do that on one of the rods and just see if we get a whiting on a 10/0 meat hook. Oh, this weed, man. That is the best way of getting that off. Pull your line tight and ping it. I mean, it's a bigger whiting, but it's still not great. Just get out of the wind. Guys, again, I'm sorry if you're copping the wind today. There's really not a lot I can do about it. The apart from filming here. Yeah, it's a bigger whiting, but it's still not great. Oh, he made it and all. Lovely. Right, I'll get this baited up, get it back out, and I'll bring this back. I've done it. Stuff it. I'm gonna attempt to put a worm on this 10-0 hook. I've left a massive tag end. It's not a pennel. I've literally left the tag end so that it'll pop, hopefully pop back out of the worm. And then I'll stick one on like that, which looks ridiculous. I know. Hear me out. I'll band another one to the back of it. All I'll do is I'll just hook it, literally just head hook it there, sort of head hook it, and then I'll just band that one on the back of it like that. So there's a bit of a chunkier bait. That's on a pennel rig. Now this hook won't fit in the imp to clip down, but on the rod that I'm using the flapper on, the loop rig, sorry, I've got a breakaway lead on that, and the clip on the side of the breakaway lead, the impact lead, will hold that hook. So we won't use the imp. We'll just tie this rig on as usual, and then that hook will sit on that lead, and hopefully that'll stop us from catching a whiting. But I don't think it will. I still think whiting will get on that 10-0 hook. But failing that, if there's any codling out there or bass, their mouths are more than big enough to get that 10-0 hook in. More than big enough. If you can catch a whiting on a 6 and an 8-0, you can catch a codling or a bass on a 10-0. So yeah, because again, if I'm honest, I would rather sit here and catch nothing than catch them pin whiting. That is the God's honest truth. Also, while I've got you here, you may realise that today I'm on my own. Yes I am. It was a spur of the moment trip, to be fair, but sometimes you just need a bit of time to yourself. It's I reckon this time of year is an hard time for a lot of people, especially dads, and trying to provide and trying to get Christmas sorted. And don't get me wrong, I've been quite lucky this year, and I've managed to do all the Christmas shopping. Well, the missus has done all the Christmas shopping, so I've not got to worry about the kids opening stuff on Christmas Day. But it's still an hard time of year, and sometimes you just need a bit of time to just chill out and relax, and you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's enough of that. In a bit. Yep, that's enough of that rig. Again, it's a bit of a bigger one. Oh mate, stop it, Rob. Get on there. Let's get back in this before I try and talk. Yeah, it's a bit of a bigger one, but it's not what I'm here for. What has that got in its mouth? Yellow stuff. Some sort of small fish, I would have thought. Cool, mate. Lovely. So yeah, I'm going to put the bigger rig on with a big 10-0 hook, and then what I mean by the impact leads, for people that don't know, I'll just quickly show you. I know most people do. Stop it. It's off. The impact leads have this bit here, and this big hook that I've just banded up really bad should hold that so that I can cast it, and then when it hits the water, that will push up. This little mechanism pushes up, pushes the hook off. Job done. So I'll get that clipped up, and then I'll get it out, and hopefully we don't catch a whiting, but I'd be interested to see if one will take it, which I have a feeling it might. Oh no, that's not what we want to see. That's it. Another whiting. This one's on the 5-0 hook, so oh, this wind's getting stronger. It's meant to be calming down, but that's definitely getting stronger. I'll feel it on the bivvy. The weeds are pain. Let's get this fish dealt with. A couple of these now have got a bit of belly on them. I can't believe I'm trying to say good things about a whiting, but they are starting to get a little bit fatter. So they're not all complete pins, but I mean it's still not a sizable fish by any means, you know. Oh, where'd you go from here? Where do you go? I suppose what you can do is keep baiting. What I will say though, anyone looking to get into fishing, anyone that's watching this, it's never been fishing before. I mean, I don't know why you're watching it if you've never been fishing before, but if you're thinking about going sea fishing, try and fish your local beach or estuary or sort of saltwater part of your local river, then now is the time to do it. Because I would always say this, beginning of the sort of autumn time, beginning of the winter, there's always going to be whiting all over the country. I'm sure there'll be whiting, or like up north. I've been speaking to Mick this morning. Up north, like right up north, there'll be coalfish. But now is the best chance to go and not blank. You've got to be doing something seriously wrong at the minute to blank anywhere, really, because I know the whiting in most places. And to someone that's just starting out, going and catching a couple of whiting or a load of whiting on their first trip, that's what gets people hooked. It's what we need. More people doing it. It's good for our tackle shops and bait diggers and all that sort of stuff, because that's another problem we're going to have soon, I think. I don't know if any of you guys have realised, but a lot of the bait diggers nowadays are old boys. No offence, lads, but mine ain't. Like my bait digger isn't an old boy. But a lot of them are, and when them old boys have had enough, can't do it no more, don't want to do it no more, who's going to dig our bait? It's all well and good saying, oh, I'll dig it myself. Yes, fair enough. But on them days where you can't dig it yourself, you didn't finish work early enough or anything like that, so there's going to come a time when we're all going to struggle to get fresh worm, definitely. So we need more people in the sport, and then somebody might just take it up. And if you've got that one friend that's always said, oh, I fancy doing a bit of that, now's the time to get them out and doing it. Now is definitely the time, because they will not blank. Right. Pick this up again and slip. I'm bringing in that 10-0 hook for the first time, and it's obviously still out there. I just wanted to really, it does feel weighty, whether it's a fish or not I don't know, but I just wanted to bring it in from way out there and record, so you know that I'm not belagging you about a whiting getting on a big hook. I mean, I don't know, it is a fish, I know there's loads of weed on the line, but there is and all. Unbelievable, mate. Will it still be on there? Right, let's get this weed off of it. Sorry for the wind noise. It's off, it's off. Let's get that in the bivvy. Get out of the wind. Right, it's not very nice, it's pretty graphic, guys, if I'm honest, I'm sorry, but that there goes to show there are no hooks too big. That's unbelievable. Yes, alright, he's lost an eye, but that is in the mouth. Alright, it's come out the side of his head. If I'm honest, guys, chucking the whiting back, because I am certainly not walking down there to put a fish back. One of them waves comes in, you're a dead man. the seagulls are out in absolute force at the minute, taking all the fish that all the anglers are catching anyway. So he was a goner anyway, but that just shows that the whiting will even take something like that. It's incredible. So if there's anyone out there thinking, oh, I can't use that 3/0 hook because they're too big, they really aren't too big. The way I look at things is, if for instance that one day you're out, say you're fishing somewhere that's actually got cod like the Humber or further up north, and you're only using 2/0 hooks or 1/0 hooks because you're frightened of them being too big, and along comes Mr. Cod, fish of a lifetime, biggest one you've ever had, and he gets knocked off because of waves like this because you're only using small hooks, you'll be more gutted. If that little whiting can get on this 10/0 hook, any codling can. And so could, I mean, I've just put a black lug on that, look what it's done, absolutely nothing. Brilliant. I'm just trying to point it out, guys, you know, it will still catch you, a fish. Right, on to the next. Well guys, this weed has just got a whole lot worse. I've already peeled, it come through the eyes, through halfway down the lines. What a nightmare. If it continues like this, I am not staying here. Because if by some chance there was a fish of a lifetime on the end of there, you ain't never getting it back. Sometimes you've got to keep stopping to pull this bloody weed off. Because it's literally all the way down the line, it's not just at the leader knot. I've done most of it before I brought it back. Let's get this whiting off quick. Oh dear, oh dear. Back in the cover of the beach buddy, that's it. Gavman's here now as well. He's having looks like he's got her at the worst time, to be fair, with that weed. It's a bloody nightmare. But the tide's turned now, it's on the ebb, so hopefully it won't stick around for too long. We might just get half hour of it and then it buggers off, you know. But we will see. What else did I want to say, guys? Well, I tell you what, it's cheeky. It's very cheeky. But I'll tell you, for those of you that are interested, how YouTube is working at the minute. So it never used to, but now my app, not my actual YouTube app, it's an app called YouTube Studio. So if you've got a YouTube channel, you can go on there and you can see all the things you need to see, how many views you're getting and how many likes you've got, and where in the world people are watching, and if it's male or female, and the age group, literally all the analytics of the video. It also tells you how much money you're earning, and it goes on per 1,000 views. So guys, I tell people how much I earn on my scrap channel, so I'm happy to tell you how much I'm earning on my fishing channel from YouTube. So last year and previous years, an average YouTube video of mine, now everybody is different, and I don't mind screenshotting this and proving it to people, but like last year and the year before, an average video of mine would pay me between, I'd say, £5 and £7 per 1,000 views, right? So every 1,000 views I'd get between 5 and 7 quid. The last couple of months, it's almost doubled. It's been between £10 and £12 per 1,000 views, which is bloody amazing, absolutely amazing. But I think I'm just going to go with one worm on this. But the last video I'd done was when I was fishing down Hive for congers with them big hooks. Well, the ones I'm using now, actually, on the other rod. And that video is actually paying me £15.60. So just say 15 quid per 1,000 views, which is bloody amazing. it means that if you was to have a good video and get a load of views, you could really earn a decent bit of money. Now my problem is, I'm not getting any bloody views. So, instead of asking you guys to subscribe, when you watch this video, or you go back and watch one of my old videos, as I know some people do, especially if you're watching it on your TV, do me a favour, get your phone out and put it on your phone as well. Just turn the volume down. And in that way, you watching my video, you will then give me 2 views. And that will eventually add up. And if 1,000 people do it, that's another 15 quid I've earned. That pays for my bake today. Does that make sense? It helps me out, keeps me going, makes it worth doing, you know, because I feel like at the minute, with all this whiting and no bloody cod, I'm struggling to keep doing the videos for yous. Not me. I mean, I can come down here and catch whiting every day of the week. If I'm getting paid for it, I'm getting paid for it. Win-win. But I don't want you guys to get bored. I'm trying to do things differently for you, trying to think of other ways. But when you live in an area that's just full of whiting and you can't bloody get through them, no matter what I do, even putting on this stupidly great hooks, you can't get through them. It's just, yeah, it's soul destroying, really. So yeah, any help you can do, and then if I get a decent month next month, get a decent wage, and then I can go a bit further afield, go and try for something different, go and fish somewhere else. But I can't just keep ploughing money into diesel and bait, and you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, if you can watch it on your TV and on your phone at the same time, that's amazing. And well, if you can subscribe as well, why not? There's old Gav man up there reeling in. I'm trying to keep you sheltered from the wind. Hopefully it's working. See if he's caught anything. Old Gav man loves some whiting. Tell you what, that wind is cold though, standing out here. Yeah, he's got himself a whiting, he'll be buzzing with that. And a load of weed by the looks of it as well. Hey! Bless him. Oh dear. I've had to stick my rods right up in the air because my tripod kept trying to fall over. I should have really set up a little bit further back than what I am to this edge, but I had to lay my beach buddy on the floor, cover the back with stones, and then lift it up and then do the rest. It's just because of the wind. But it is what it is. I might, in a minute, I might drop back down to the loop rig and just see if we can find a dab so I haven't just caught whiting all day. I am thinking that, getting rid of that 10-0 hook. I've proved now that it'll catch a whiting. I've reeled it in once since I reeled in last, and it come back completely clean. I hadn't hooked anything, but obviously there was something out there. But there's also a few seals popping up. I did think about using one of these whiting as bait on it, but with the seals out there, I just don't want to hook a seal. I know they're a pain in the arse. One, I don't want to hook one, because personally I don't want to hurt one. I know they're an absolute nightmare for fish at the minute, because they just eat all the fish. But personally I don't want to hurt one myself, because I'm just not that way inclined. It's nice the sun's out, but it's bloody cold in the wind. So yeah, I might go back down to the loop rig and just see if we can nick a dab or a flounder. We'll see what happens. Well, I don't know how well it's hooked. I've literally just brought you back. Let's get back in the bivvy because I know the wind's bad. I've just watched back some of the footage and I'm sorry guys. Are we going to say that's hooked? No, we're not. Definitely not. It has lassoed itself. How do they manage this? Like, seriously, how? Oh, I don't know, that's sort of in the mouth. Look. Either way, a 10-0 hook is still reeled in a whiting. I'm getting rid of this now. It's a little bit barbaric. And I'm going to put the loop rig on and see if we can find ourselves a dab. Oh dear, and that is absolutely mullered, that rig, so that one can go, well, new hook length. Brilliant. Right guys, I'll get this other little rig done and I'll hopefully bring you back to a dab, because that's what we want now. I think that's the best I can hope for today. I've got Gavin here, Gavin's mate, I think he said Steve, so you never know, one of them boys might catch a fish worth catching, and we can go and get that on camera in a bit. Well, it's the biggest one of the day so far. Let's get this back in the bivvy because it's windy. Stay there, boy. Oh, it's a skinny one though. Very skinny. Longest, but the skinniest. Had both the 5/0 hooks in it as well. It's not going to end well for this one, I don't think. It's not going to end well. Well, there we are guys. Bringing in the loop rig for the first time since I put it back out. What have we got? Is it a double shot of whiting? There's one. Oh look, and there's two. A new contender for the longest whiting of the day. The weed seemed to have disappeared as well, which is quite nice. Oh, this bottom hook, yeah, that's the new longest one of the day, I reckon. Still, it's got no meat to it, not really. Where's that hook? Oh, it's in there. It is in there. Oh, I'll unhook them both together. But there we go. You're just not getting through them today. They're being a pain in the arse. In a bit. I've dropped this one in very short. If I'm honest, it slipped out my fingers. So it really, really did drop very, very close. This is the 5/0 pennel. Oh look! There's a whiting. One that's got actually a bit of girth to it. Whoa, come on. Well guys, I think that could be me done. I've only just put the loop, drop it on the floor, why not? I've only just put the loop rig out there to be fair, but yeah, see this one weighs double what that last bigger one did. You just feel it, so much more weighty. I suppose that one you could probably eat, but I don't eat them. So we can get back in the water quick. Yeah, he went back in the water. Obviously guys, I will bring you back for the loop rig, because we may well have a dab on it when we bring it in, but I don't know what to do. I've got 2 score of blacks here, well minus 2 worms. I'll just say 2 score of blacks left here, but this week I am desperate to go out and do some carp fishing, because I haven't been in over a month now, because I've been just flat out doing videos for you guys. And trying to catch a cod for myself, obviously. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get out this week or not, or if I'm going to go and do a bit of carp fishing and get some work in. I don't really know what else to try, you know. I feel like I've tried bloody everything. I mean, I may well go and tides around, tides, yeah, see, tides too late. I'm not going out fishing at 2 o'clock in the morning high water. Again, I might have another go for a conger, but it's bloody cold. and I don't fancy being out at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not sure how they get on with them during the day. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe, guys, if you're in Kent, give me some suggestions in the comments. Where would you fish? I mean, I think it's the British Open. They've got a big competition on at Deal today. I think it's the British Open. So it'd be interesting to see what's being caught down there, but I would imagine it is just going to be whiting and dogfish. I mean, I don't think it's as big as what it used to be. I fished it years and years ago, well before I started YouTube, and there was like 300 anglers. But again, I don't think it's anywhere near as big as what it used to be. But that day there was some codling caught. The fella next to me actually caught codling. But it turns out that he was like one of the best match anglers in the country. And I've never seen someone cast a 3 at Wick so fast for such a little fella. I mean, he still is one of the best match anglers in the country. But yeah, he had codling, load of white and dogfish. Yeah, I just don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Leave your suggestions in the comments, guys. Let me know. Well, let's hope there's a dab on this other rod. And there we have it. No dabs, just another pin white. Oh. And that has been out there 5 minutes, if that. Oh, he made it. Good lad. Right, guys, that is the end of this video, I think. Well, I know, because I'm packing up. It's bloody windy, my hands are cold, and I've had enough of catching whiting. So, thanks all for watching. Don't forget, if you can watch it twice, that's amazing. You can watch it on 2 devices at the same time, even better. If you've got 10 devices, you can do it 10 times, that's amazing, but I'm obviously taking the piss. Leave your suggestions in the comments of where else I can go this week for something different. The weather actually calms down in the week and it doesn't look too bad, which is why I'm thinking about getting my carp gear out. I'm not making a carp video because I don't get no views. I know there's about 7 of you guys out of 20,000 that want to see me carp fishing, but if I'm honest, it's the only thing I really do that I get a chance to chill out. I know I'm chilling out here, I'm fishing, I'm not doing nothing, am I? But when I'm carp fishing, I don't have to worry about recording and making sure the camera's charged and getting stuff and making sure I'm catching fish. And half the time I go carp fishing, I don't catch anything anyway because I'm crap. Which is again why I don't want to record it. When I'm carping, I'm more than happy just to be laying in my bed, wrapped up in my sleeping bag, watching some crappy stuff on my phone. And now I've got a diesel heater, I'm going to be nice and warm when I do it. So yeah, goodbye from Dungeness. We'll see you on the next one.